Hello, happy Saturday. So it's the Chiro Marketing Queen. I want to talk to you about a few things that I've noticed and I'm learning from interviewing very successful chiropractors. And in my experience too, as being a chiropractic patient, I have found that if you're not connecting eyeball to eyeball with potential patients or current patients, and you're also wondering why you're not growing, I will tell you that I have been a patient for about 10 years, and I do not go back to a doctor who I feel disconnected from. So if I feel this way, I promise you that in a sea of people and a sea of doctors, chiropractors, you're also going to have potential patients or current patients who feel the same way. If you're not connecting with them and giving them that human touch, that human, not physical, I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking about how was your weekend? I'm talking about that kind of emotional connection. Personally, I am, I don't know if you are all familiar with the DISC personality, and I'm just giving myself as an example. This is not, a video about me. But I am a very ambitious, driven person. But yet, even though with my personality, I still want to feel that my chiropractor cares. And I've been to chiropractors who don't, who I literally feel that I'm just a number. And to me, I personally am not okay with that. I just interviewed Dr. Tim Young earlier last week. He talked about, literally after our interview, my jaw, I think my jaw is still on the floor somewhere. Because, hey, Dr. Matthew and Dr. Michael, because of the way that he runs his practice, hey, Dr. Shannon, it's phenomenal. I was in shock. That was the most powerful interview I have ever done. And it was just powerful because of why. Let me tell you why. He treats everyone. If you've ever been around Dr. Tim, he is extremely, he commands respect. And he doesn't do it with his voice. He does it with his presence. And that has translated into his practice, where literally he says, I'll just give you a little insight. He says that he has, inside his practice, he has all of his staff stand up. They stand all day long. They stand all day long. Who the hell does that, right? But yet if you look at his results, they're phenomenal. And he's someone who is he's very on task. He's very on target. He's very efficient with his time. He connects very well with his patients. And I met Dr. Tim at CalJam last year. CalJam's coming up at the end of next week, actually, and it's a bummer I won't be able to be there, but I met him there, and he is the same. Even me talking to him on the phone, there's a lot to be said about a business owner or a chiropractor who is the same behind closed doors as he is with patients. And anyway, I can't say enough about that, but I bring it up only to say it does make a huge difference when you just have human respect towards another human. I have been, what do I say without disclosing too much information? So I've been, again, I'm going to go back to saying the same thing, and it sounds like a broken record, but I just can't, I'm a very passionate person. It's probably because of my culture. I don't know. But if I don't feel that true, genuine connection, there's so many other chiropractors I can go to. There just are. And I love chiropractic. I'll always be a patient. I'll always be adjusted. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Violet. But yeah, so if I'm feeling this way, I promise you that humans, that others feel this way too. So, and personally, this is not just with, hey, Dr. Scott, this is not just with chiropractic. I'm beginning the older I get and more wise that I become, I really search for that emotional connection. Hey, Jim. And if I don't have that emotional connection, I mean, there's 7 billion people on the planet. I don't need to force anything with anyone. I really don't. It doesn't have to be difficult to get together. It doesn't have to, it just doesn't. Some things are meant to happen and others aren't. But anyway, just wanted to pop on here because I've been seeing a lot of that, a lot of just emotional disconnect. And it's just interesting, and it just doesn't, I really want doctors to thrive. And it seems like, a lot of times we get in our own way. I get in my own way a lot. And so this has nothing to do with like me pointing fingers. It's just feedback, if that makes sense. But anyway, I hope it helps. I'm not sure if it does. I just wanted to share this because it's something that I have seen and experienced myself, really. So anyway, have a great night.